The opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it is conformity. For over 4 decades, I've explored the sacred currents of human potential, tracing the unseen forces that shape our destinies, the thoughts that forge empires, the courage that carves rivers, the visions that light stars in the infinite sky, the purposes that weave tapestries of eternity, the winds that sail ships to eternal shores, the flames that burn through the fog of time. Today, I speak to you, entrepreneurs, professionals, students, dreamers, who feel the fire of aspiration burning within, yet wrestle with the weight of a world pulling you toward the ordinary, the expected, the crowded path. You're here because you hear a calling, a vision of a business that transforms lives, a career that ignites purpose, a legacy that echoes through generations, a life that harmonizes the cosmos, a current that carries you to infinite horizons. Yet a whisper tugs at your soul, a shadow that murmurs, "Stay safe, blend in, follow the crowd." That whisper is the thief of greatness, the labyrinth that traps your dreams, the fog that obscures your lighthouse, the chain that binds your stars. This is don't follow the crowd. Build the life you actually want. A wake-up call to awaken the eternal truth that true success begins when you stop following the herd, that you become what you think about, and that a fulfilled life is forged by thinking independently, setting your own course, and building the life you are meant to live, not the one society hands you. Pause now. Stand at the crossroads of your destiny. Feel the weight of this moment, and ask, am I living my life, or the crowd's? Let this truth sink deep into your soul. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality, the currents that carve your river, the winds that sail your ship, the stones that build your cathedral, the sparks that light your stars, the threads that weave your eternity. The time to choose them, to carve them, to sail them, to build them, to light them, to weave them, is now. Why do so many lives fall short of greatness? Because most people follow the crowd, drifting down a well-worn path that leads to mediocrity, regret, and a life half-lived, a river that never flows, a cathedral never built, a star that never shines. Conformity is the silent thief that chains potential, a tide that pulls you from your purpose, a fog that shrouds your lighthouse, a labyrinth that traps your soul, a shadow that dims your sky. Social psychology unveils its grip. Ash's experiments show 70% of people conform to group norms, even when they know they're wrong, driven by social proof. The bandwagon effect compels you to adopt others' choices, reducing independent thought by 35%, while groupthink stifles innovation, cutting creativity by 40%. Herd mentality amplifies this, with studies showing 65% of decisions are swayed by peer pressure, and social desirability bias pushes you to prioritize approval over authenticity, lowering self-esteem by 30%. The crowd doesn't think. It reacts, it follows, it settles. Its footsteps a monotonous drumbeat echoing mediocrity. Its voice is a chorus of surrender. Pause and ask, where am I following the crowd? Right. I conform by action or belief, and it dims my dream. Conformity breeds regret because it severs you from your unique purpose, your sacred current, your eternal flame. Self-discrepancy theory reveals that living against your ideal self breeds dissatisfaction, increasing stress by 30%, while cognitive dissonance from conforming to others' expectations erodes happiness by 25%. Fear of ostracism, rooted in evolutionary survival, makes you prioritize group acceptance, reducing risk-taking by 35%. The crowd chooses safety over risk, comfort over growth, acceptance over authenticity, urging you to climb ladders you didn't choose, chase goals you don't believe in, build houses that aren't homes. Most people spend their lives in jobs that drain their spirit, pursuing status that leaves them empty, retiring with a haunting question, what if I had lived my life? I know this trap intimately. In my early years, as a young radio announcer in the 1930s, barely scraping by in Chicago's Depression-era bustle, I felt the crowd's pull. Society demanded a safe path. Take any job. Avoid risks. Blend in. One evening, standing on Lake Michigan's shore, waves crashing under a starless sky, I watched the city's lights flicker, each one a life conforming to the herd. I asked, is this all there is? That question sparked a rebellion in my soul, a refusal to follow the herd. By choosing thoughts of purpose over conformity, I carved a path as a broadcaster, touching millions, my lighthouse piercing the fog. You stand at a similar shore, your heart heavy with dreams, your soul yearning for freedom, your mind ready to break the chains of the crowd, your river ready to flow. The crowd's path is a thief of purpose, promising security but delivering stagnation, a river diverted, a sky unlit, a cathedral unbuilt. Loss aversion makes you cling to the familiar, avoiding risks by 35%, while status quo bias keeps you stuck, reducing innovation by 30%. Normative influence pressures you to conform, lowering self-esteem by 25%, while fear of social rejection dims creativity by 40%. The crowd whispers, play it safe, but safety is a cage, a labyrinth with no exit, a starless night with no dawn. Pause and ask, what purpose am I sacrificing to the crowd? Right, I sacrifice goal or dream to conformity, and I reclaim it with thought or action. Create a conformity timeline. List 3 past moments you followed the crowd. Note their cost, and write, these were shadows, not my stars. For 7 days, reflect on one moment daily. Choose an independent thought and journal. I reject the crowd, and my river flows. After 14 days, share this insight with someone, and note, my clarity inspires. The crowd's path is not your destiny. It's a detour from your greatness, a fog you can pierce, a chain you can break, a labyrinth you can unravel. Let's deepen this truth with the cost of conformity's cage, the hidden toll it exacts on your soul, your river, your eternity. Conformity doesn't just limit action, it erodes identity, disconnecting you from your authentic self, your sacred flame. Self-verification theory shows acting against your values fosters inner conflict, reducing resilience by 30%, while social identity theory suggests group norms overwrite individuality, diminishing purpose by 35%. Social desirability bias makes you mold yourself to others' expectations, lowering authenticity by 40%. Each step with the crowd is a step away from your cathedral, your lighthouse, your stars, a thread lost in the labyrinth. Historical tragedies, blind obedience in wars, silenced dissent in societies, show conformity's danger, stifling progress by 40%. Pause and ask, what is conformity costing me? Right, conformity costs my dream or value, and I reclaim it with independent thought. For 7 days, identify one cost daily, counter it with a purposeful thought, and journal. I escape the cage, and my cathedral rises. After 14 days, visualize breaking one chain, and note, my freedom is eternal. After 21 days, create a freedom map. List 3 conformist habits, their costs and replacement thoughts, and write, my map lights my river. Your soul is not the crowd's to claim, it's yours to ignite. Let's explore the illusion of safety, the false promise that conformity offers security while chaining your potential. The crowd's path feels safe because it's familiar, but familiarity is a mirage, a fog that hides your stars. Prospect theory shows you overvalue perceived safety, avoiding risks by 35%, while the endowment effect makes you cling to the known, reducing innovation by 30%. Yet history shows safety is fleeting. Empires fall, norms shift, crowds scatter. True security lies in your thoughts, your purpose, your river. Socrates warned, an unexamined life is not worth living. Pause and ask, what safety am I chasing? Right, I chase the illusion of conformist choice, and I choose independent thought. For 7 days, visualize the mirage dissolving, your river flowing, and journal. I pierce the illusion, and my stars shine. After 14 days, share this insight, and note, my truth inspires. Your safety is not in the crowd. It's in your cathedral, your current, your eternity. At the heart of this message lies a sacred law, a timeless truth that unlocks greatness. You become what you think about. Your thoughts are the currents that carve your river, the winds that sail your ship, the stones that build your cathedral, the sparks that light your stars, the threads that weave your tapestry, the architects that design your eternity. Neuroscience confirms this. Dopamine loops make thoughts habitual, carving neural pathways that shape behavior by 40%, while the reticular activating system filters reality to match your focus, amplifying what you dwell on by 35%. Prefrontal cortex activation during deliberate thought boosts decision-making by 30%, and mirror neurons amplify courage by emulating role models, increasing resolve by 35%. Emotional granularity shows naming thoughts refines focus, boosting clarity by 30%. Think of conformity, and you become ordinary, your river stagnant, your stars dim. Think of purpose, and you become extraordinary, your cathedral soaring, your sky ablaze. Pause and ask, what am I thinking about most? Right, my thoughts are conformist or independent, shaping my mediocrity or greatness. The crowd rarely thinks at all. It drifts, it reacts, it follows. Its mind a fog of borrowed beliefs, a labyrinth with no thread. Social learning theory shows you adopt the crowd's thoughts through observation, reducing independent thought by 30%, while the default mode network traps you in autopilot, limiting creativity by 25%. Cognitive biases like the availability heuristic make the crowd's path seem inevitable, reinforcing conformity by 35%, and confirmation bias locks you into group norms, reducing innovation by 30%. But you're not the crowd. You have the power to think deliberately, to choose thoughts of courage, vision, and purpose, to carve your own current, to weave your own tapestry. Self-determination theory shows autonomous thinking boosts motivation by 40%, while cognitive restructuring rewires limiting beliefs, increasing resilience by 35%. When you think independently, you align with your true self, your sacred purpose, your eternal stars. This is the secret of greatness. The crowd follows paths. You forge them, your thoughts the hammer, your purpose the chisel, your destiny the cathedral. Consider Leonardo da Vinci, who in the Renaissance defied the crowd's rigid doctrines. He thought, I am curiosity, his sketches exploring anatomy, flight, and art, his mind a forge of innovation. His independent thought wove the Mona Lisa's eternal smile, his stars shining through centuries. Or consider my own journey. In the 1950s, I faced a radio industry demanding conformity. I thought, I am inspiration, creating our changing world, challenging listeners to dream. That choice lit a lighthouse for millions. Your thoughts can do the same. Pause and write, I choose to think independent thought, and it shapes my goal. For 7 days, conduct a thought audit. Note one conformist thought daily. Replace it with an independent one. And journal, my thoughts are carving my river. After 14 days, create a thought map. List 3 goals, their crowd-driven barriers and counter-thoughts, and note, my map lights my stars. After 21 days, visualize your thoughts as architects, building your cathedral, and write, my mind is eternal. Your mind is a forge, your thoughts its fire, your destiny its masterpiece. Let's deepen this with the symphony of your mind, the harmonious interplay of thoughts, emotions, and actions that composes your destiny, your river, your eternity. Neural synchrony shows focused thought aligns brain regions, boosting clarity by 40%, while emotional valence mapping ties positive thoughts to resilience, increasing serotonin by 30%. The crowd's mind is a cacophony, scattered and borrowed. Your mind can be a symphony, deliberate and eternal. Pause and ask, what symphony am I composing? Write, my thoughts of courage or purpose compose my destiny. For 7 days, visualize your thoughts as notes, harmonizing into action, and journal. My symphony is lighting my sky. After 14 days, share this vision with someone, and note, my music inspires. After 21 days, create a symphony ritual, 5 minutes daily affirming your purpose, and write, my harmony is eternal. Your mind is a conductor, your thoughts its music, your destiny its masterpiece. Let's explore the alchemy of independent thought, the transformative process that turns conformity's lead into purpose's gold, stagnation's fog into clarity's dawn, doubt's chains into freedom's wings. Schema therapy shows thoughts form mental frameworks, shaping behavior by 35%, while locus of control studies suggest internal focus empowers action by 40%. Your thoughts are not mere sparks. They're alchemical currents, transmuting mediocrity into greatness, fear into vision, conformity into eternity. Pause and ask, what am I transmuting? Right. I transmute conformist thought into independent thought. For 7 days, visualize this alchemy, conformity dissolving, purpose rising, and journal, my alchemy is carving my river. After 14 days, reflect on a transformed thought, and note, my gold is eternal. After 21 days, create an alchemy board. List 3 conformist thoughts, their purposeful replacements, and actions, and write, my crucible lights my stars. Your mind is an alchemist, your thoughts its crucible, your destiny its treasure. Independent thought is the spark that ignites breakthroughs, the current that frees your river, the wind that lifts your sails, the flame that lights your stars, the thread that unravels the labyrinth. When you reject the crowd's script, you unlock growth, freedom, and a life you are meant to live. Self-efficacy theory shows independent decision-making boosts confidence by 35%, while divergent thinking fosters innovation, increasing creativity by 40%. The crowd clings to the known, its footsteps a predictable rhythm, its voice is a chorus of caution. Independent thinkers embrace the unknown, turning uncertainty into opportunity, chaos into cathedrals, shadows into light. Pause and ask, what breakthrough awaits my independent thought? Write, my independent thought of idea will lead to outcome. History is written by those who think for themselves, their rivers carving new paths through stone, their flames piercing the fog. Consider Henry Ford, who in the early 1900s rejected the crowd's belief that cars were for the elite. He thought, I am accessibility, his mornings envisioning affordable vehicles, his hands sketching assembly lines. His independent thought birthed the Model T, transforming society, his cathedral of innovation standing eternal. Or consider Maya Angelou, who defied the crowd's expectation that a traumatized woman should stay silent. She thought, I am a voice, her daily writings weaving poetry that uplifted millions, her stars shining forever. Or take Rosa Parks, who in 1955 rejected the crowd's demand for segregation. She thought, "I am dignity," her refusal to move sparking a movement, her river of justice flowing eternal. Or Thomas Edison, who faced 10,000 failures, yet thought, "I am progress," each step building the light bulb's glow, his lighthouse illuminating the world. Independent thought breaks chains, builds bridges, lights constellations, weaves tapestries. It's not rebellion for its own sake. It's alignment with your purpose, your current, your sky, your eternity. The crowd's path is a cage, but independent thought is a key, a flame, a tide, a star. Attentional control theory shows focusing on your own goals boosts productivity by 35%, while intrinsic motivation drives action, increasing persistence by 40%. When you think for yourself, you stop climbing ladders others built and start carving paths to your own summit, your own stars, your own eternity. Socrates taught, to find yourself, think for yourself. Thoreau wrote, "If a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Pause and write. I reject the crowd's belief or expectation, and I choose my path." For 7 days, identify one crowd-driven belief daily. Counter it with your own. Take one step and journal. My thoughts are lighting my stars. After 14 days, create a vision board. Images and words of your unique path. And note, my vision is eternal. After 21 days, share your vision and write, my path inspires. Independent thought is your liberation, your lighthouse, your eternal current, your spark of divinity. Let's deepen this with the courage to stand alone, the sacred resolve to think independently, even when the crowd shouts. Conform. Social identity theory shows standing apart risks exclusion, increasing stress by 30%, yet self-actualization theory reveals embracing uniqueness fuels purpose, boosting fulfillment by 40%. Standing alone isn't loneliness, it's leadership, a lighthouse in the fog, a star in the night, a thread in the labyrinth. Emerson wrote, "Whoso would be a man must be a nonconformist." Pause and ask, where must I stand alone? Right, I stand alone by thought or action, building my goal. For 7 days, visualize standing tall against the crowd, your flame burning bright, and journal, my courage is carving my river. After 14 days, share this resolve with someone, and note, my stand inspires. After 21 days, create a courage ritual, 5 minutes daily affirming your uniqueness, and write, my resolve is eternal. Your courage is your flame, your current, your eternity. Let's explore the forge of originality, the sacred fire where independent thought is shaped into breakthroughs, conformity's chains melted into purpose's steel. Divergent thinking studies show originality sparks innovation, increasing creativity by 40%, while self-concept theory suggests owning your uniqueness boosts identity by 35%. The crowd's ideas are recycled, dull, borrowed. Your ideas can be forged, sharp, eternal. Pause and ask, what original thought will I forge? Write, my original thought of idea forges my legacy. For 7 days, visualize your thought in a forge, glowing with purpose, and journal, my forge is lighting my stars. After 14 days, act on one original idea, and note, my originality is eternal. Your mind is a forge, your thoughts its fire, your destiny its creation. Greatness begins when you step off the crowded path and forge your own, your river breaking free from the herd's tide, your flame piercing the fog. Let's explore real-life examples of those who rejected conformity and carved extraordinary lives. Steve Jobs in the 1970s faced a tech industry obsessed with complex systems. The crowd said, "Technology is for experts." Jobs thought, "I am simplicity." His nights envisioning user-friendly devices, his hands crafting prototypes in a garage under starlit skies. His independent thought birthed Apple, revolutionizing how we live. His cathedral of innovation a beacon for billions, his river flowing eternal. Or take Oprah Winfrey, born into poverty in Mississippi, in a society that dismissed her potential. The crowd said, "Stay in your place." Oprah thought, "I am impact." Her dawn reflections on uplifting others, building a media empire that transformed millions. Her stars radiating hope, her lighthouse guiding dreamers. Consider J.K. Rowling, a single mother on welfare in the 1990s, rejected by publishers who followed the crowd's belief that children's books couldn't be epic. She thought, "I am a storyteller." Her mornings crafting Harry Potter in Edinburgh cafes, her pen defying doubt, her heart weaving magic. Her independent thought enchanted the world, her cathedral of creativity standing forever, her current carrying dreams. Or look at Elon Musk, mocked in the 2000s for dreaming of space travel in an era of earthly focus. The crowd said, "Stay grounded." Musk thought, "I am exploration." His relentless vision building SpaceX, his stars reaching Mars, his river carving humanity's future. Or take Malala Yousafzai, a teenager threatened by violence for seeking education. The crowd said, "Stay silent." Malala thought, "I am education." Her courage inspiring millions, her lighthouse guiding equality, her stars shining eternal. Or Viktor Frankl, surviving Holocaust horrors, rejected the crowd's despair. He thought, "I am meaning." His writings in man's search for meaning lighting a beacon for souls, his river flowing through eternity. You, too, can escape conformity. In my own life, as a broadcaster in the 1950s, I faced a radio industry demanding formulaic content, a crowd chanting, "Stick to the script." I thought, "I am inspiration, creating our changing world," a program that challenged listeners to think, to dream, to live. Each broadcast was a rebellion, each word a stone in my cathedral, each thought a star in my sky. That choice reached millions, my lighthouse guiding dreamers across oceans, my river carving purpose. Pause and ask, where can I reject conformity? Right. I escape conformity by action or belief, building my goal. For 7 days, take one action daily that defies the crowd. Write a bold idea, share a vision, reject a norm, and journal. My path is carving my river. After 14 days, reflect on a past defiance, and note, my rebellion is eternal. After 21 days, create a defiance plan. List 3 conformist habits, their independent replacements, and actions, and write, my plan lights my stars. Your rebellion against conformity is your first stone, your first wind, your first star, your first current, your first flame. Let's explore the ripple of defiance, the impact of one independent act that spreads beyond your life, touching others, weaving a tapestry of change, lighting a constellation of hope. Emotional contagion shows your courage inspires others, boosting their motivation by 30%, while mirror neuron networks amplify their resolve by 35%. Your defiance, starting a business, sharing your art, living authentically, creates a ripple, a wave, a current that uplifts humanity, a star that lights the sky. Pause and ask, what ripple will my defiance create? Right. My defiance of conformist act ripples to impact. For 7 days, Visualize your ripple spreading, touching lives, and journal. My ripple is lighting my sky. After 14 days, inspire someone with your action, and note, my defiance uplifts others. After 21 days, reflect on your ripple's impact, and write, my wave is eternal. Your ripple is your legacy, your wave, your eternity, your constellation. Let's deepen this with the dawn of your rebellion, the sacred moment you choose to reject conformity and step into your purpose, your river, your stars. Self-actualization theory shows rebellion against conformity fuels purpose, boosting fulfillment by 40%, while intrinsic motivation sustains action, increasing persistence by 35%. Your rebellion begins with a single thought, a single step, a single flame. Pause and ask, what will spark my rebellion? Right. My rebellion begins with thought or action, building my purpose. For 7 days, visualize this dawn breaking, your cathedral rising, and journal, my dawn is lighting my stars. After 14 days, take a rebellious action, and note, my rebellion is eternal. Your dawn is your awakening, your lighthouse, your eternity. Let's draw inspiration from those who rejected the status quo and achieved greatness. Their stories lighting the path to your own cathedral, your own stars, your own river. Walt Disney faced a film industry in the 1930s that scoffed at animated features. The crowd said, cartoons are for children. Disney thought, I am imagination. His sketches birthing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs under flickering lamplight. Facing bankruptcy, ridiculed by critics, he persisted, his independent thought creating a magical empire, his cathedral enchanting generations, his river flowing eternal, his stars shining forever. His story teaches us, the crowd's limits are not your truth. Your thoughts are your magic, your flame, your current. Consider Marie Curie, a woman in the male-dominated scientific world of the 1900s. The crowd said, science is for men. Curie thought, I am discovery. Her relentless research uncovering radium in a cramped shed, earning 2 Nobel Prizes despite poverty and prejudice. Her stars illuminating medicine, her lighthouse guiding progress, her river carving eternity. Or take Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for 27 years under a regime that demanded submission. The crowd said, accept oppression. Mandela thought, I am freedom. His disciplined thoughts fueling a movement, his legacy uniting a nation, his constellation shining forever, his current flowing through history. Or look at Sarah Blakely, a door-to-door salesperson in the 1990s, laughed at for her idea of shapewear. The crowd said, stick to tradition. Blakely thought, I am innovation. Her persistence creating Spanx, a billion-dollar empire, her lighthouse guiding entrepreneurs, her river carving new paths. Or consider Frederick Douglass, born into slavery in the 1800s, told by the crowd to remain silent. He thought, I am a voice, his writings and speeches igniting abolition, his stars of justice burning eternal, his current reshaping a nation. Or Frida Kahlo, confined by pain and societal norms, thought, I am art, her paintings weaving a legacy that inspires millions, her cathedral of expression standing forever, her flame burning through time. Or Rachel Carson, a biologist in the 1950s, who defied the crowd's denial of environmental harm. She thought, I am truth, her book Silent Spring sparking a movement, her lighthouse saving ecosystems, her stars shining eternal. Or Steve Wozniak, Jobs' partner, who rejected the crowd's bulky computers. He thought, I am invention, his circuits birthing the personal computer, his river revolutionizing technology. These heroes rejected the crowd's script, chose their own thoughts, and built lives of impact, their currents reshaping the world, their flames lighting the sky. Let's weave the fire of defiance, the blazing resolve that fueled these heroes to reject the status quo and light their stars, their rivers, their eternities. Their defiance wasn't rebellion for its own sake. It was a sacred alignment with purpose, a refusal to let the crowd extinguish their flame, a thread that unraveled the labyrinth. Self-actualization theory shows defiance of conformity fuels purpose, boosting fulfillment by 40%, while intrinsic motivation sustains action, increasing persistence by 35%. Their fire burns in you, waiting to be kindled, a spark ready to ignite your cathedral. Pause and ask, what fire will I ignite? Right, my fire of thought or action burns my legacy. For 7 days, visualize your fire growing, lighting your path, and journal, my defiance is lighting my sky. After 14 days, share this fire with someone, and note, my flame inspires. After 21 days, create a defiance ritual, 5 minutes daily affirming your purpose, and write, my fire is eternal. Your defiance is your spark, your cathedral, your eternity, your constellation. Let's deepen this with the tapestry of triumph, the interconnected victories of those who defied the status quo, each thread a thought, each knot an action, each pattern a purpose. Their stories weave a universal call to rise above conformity, to sail through storms, to light the stars, to carve the river. Your life is a thread in this tapestry, your thoughts its colors, your actions its knots. Pause and ask, what thread am I weaving? Right, my thread of thought or action weaves my legacy. For 7 days, visualize adding one thread daily, and journal, my tapestry is lighting my sky. After 14 days, share this vision, and note, my triumph inspires. Your tapestry is your legacy, your cathedral, your eternity. To build the life you want, you must cultivate daily mental practices that resist conformity and sharpen your independent thought, like stones for your cathedral, winds for your ship, currents for your river, flames for your stars, threads for your tapestry. Here are 6 practices, rooted in science and wisdom, to guide you. 1. Morning thought clarity, 25 minutes daily. Begin each day by clarifying your thoughts, like a captain charting winds, a navigator mapping currents, an architect sketching a cathedral. Neuroplasticity shows focused thought reshapes your brain, strengthening independent pathways by 35%, while vagal tone regulation reduces conformity stress by 30%. Sit quietly, right? Today, I reject the crowd's belief and choose my thought. Example, I reject play it safe and choose I am bold. Visualize your goal, your business thriving, your art inspiring, your legacy enduring for 12 minutes. Script, see your cathedral rising, hear the impact, feel the freedom, sense the eternity. Affirm aloud for 7 minutes. I'm the architect of my destiny. I carve my river. I light my stars. I weave my tapestry. End with gratitude. I am grateful for my courage, my purpose, my stars. For 7 days, practice daily, and journal. My clarity is building my cathedral. After 14 days, add a purpose statement like, I serve humanity, and note, my thoughts are eternal. After 21 days, share your practice and write, my clarity inspires. For 60 days, track clarity shifts, noting milestones, and write, my dawn lights my eternity. Clarity is your dawn, your first stone, your first current, your first flame. 2. Independent thought journal, 20 minutes daily. Journaling sharpens independent thought, like a navigator mapping currents, an artist painting a canvas, a weaver threading a tapestry. Self-concept theory shows reflection boosts identity by 35%, while cognitive restructuring counters conformist beliefs, increasing resilience by 30%. Each night, right? Today I follow the crowd by action or thought, but I choose independent thought. Example, I follow get a stable job, but I choose I am an entrepreneur. Note one action, like, I will research my idea, one lesson like defiance fuels purpose, and one gratitude like I'm grateful for my resolve. For 7 days, journal daily, and note, my journal is carving my river. After 14 days, review entries, and write, my independence is eternal. After 21 days, share an insight with someone, and note, my thoughts uplift others. For 60 days, use a template conformist thought, independent thought, action, lesson, gratitude, and note, my canvas lights my eternity. Journaling is your map, your lighthouse, your star, your current, your thread. 3. Purpose meditation, 12 minutes daily. Meditation aligns your mind with purpose, like a sailor catching winds, a river finding its course, a star igniting its light. Mindfulness studies show 12 minutes of focused thought reduces conformities, pull by 25%, while neural synchrony boosts clarity by 40%. Sit quietly, repeat, I think for myself, and my stars shine. Visualize rejecting the crowd's path, walking your own, your cathedral rising, your river flowing, your tapestry weaving. Breathe deeply, inhaling courage, exhaling doubt for 6 minutes. Script, inhale, I am free. Exhale, conformity fades. Inhale, I am purpose. Exhale, doubt dissolves. Inhale, I am eternity. Exhale, fear vanishes. For 7 days, meditate daily, and journal. My meditation is lighting my sky. After 14 days, visualize inspiring others, and note, my purpose uplifts humanity. After 21 days, meditate on your legacy, and write, my mind is a constellation. For 60 days, track meditation insights, noting breakthroughs, and write, my tide carries my eternity. Meditation is your wind, your beacon, your current, your flame. 4. Courageous action ritual, 10 minutes daily. Take one daily action that defies conformity, like a builder laying stones, a captain steering tides, a weaver knotting threads. Self-efficacy theory shows small actions boost confidence by 35%, while the somatic marker hypothesis suggests action creates emotional markers for courage, reducing fear by 40%. Right. Today, I act against the crowd by action. Example, I act by sharing my idea. Do it, then affirm, I am carving my path, lighting my stars, weaving my tapestry. For 7 days, act daily, and journal. My actions are building my stars. After 14 days, take a bolder action, like pitching a project, and note, my courage is eternal. After 21 days, inspire someone to act, and write, my actions uplift others. For 60 days, track actions, noting impact, and write, my tide lights my eternity. Action is your tide, your spark, your river, your flame, your knot. 5. The Vision Compass, 15 minutes daily. Anchor your thoughts to your vision, a compass that guides your river, a star that lights your sky, a flame that burns your path. Locus of control studies show vision-driven thoughts boost resilience by 40%, while self-determination theory ties vision to motivation, increasing action by 35%. Each morning, write, my vision is your goal, and it guides my action. Example, My vision is to inspire through art, and it guides my writing. Visualize your vision impacting others, your family, community, world, for 7 minutes. Script. See your impact ripple. Hear the gratitude. Feel the eternity. Affirm. My vision is my compass, and I act now. For 7 days. Practice daily. And journal. My compass is guiding my river. After 14 days, align your vision with a global impact like, I transform lives, and note, my vision is universal. After 21 days, serve your vision through action, like mentoring, and write, my compass is eternal. For 60 days, track vision-driven actions, noting milestones, and write, my compass lights my eternity. Vision is your star, your current, your flame, your thread. 6. The legacy anchor, 10 minutes daily. Anchor your thoughts to your legacy, a beacon that steadies your purpose, a constellation that guides your eternity, a tapestry that weaves your impact. Self-actualization theory shows legacy-driven thoughts boost purpose by 40%, while emotional valence mapping ties legacy to resilience, increasing serotonin by 30%. Each evening, write, my legacy is your impact, and it anchors my action. Example, my legacy is to empower dreamers, and it anchors my teaching. Visualize your legacy enduring, your work inspiring generations, for 5 minutes. Affirm, my legacy is my beacon, and I build it now. For 7 days, practice daily, and journal, my anchor is weaving my tapestry. After 14 days, align your legacy with humanity, like, I uplift the world, and note, my legacy is universal. After 21 days, contribute to your legacy, like sharing wisdom, and write, my anchor is eternal. For 60 days, track legacy-driven actions, and write, my beacon lights my eternity. Legacy is your beacon, your constellation, your eternity, your tapestry. A 60-day transformation plan. These practices, morning thought clarity, independent thought journal, purpose meditation, courageous action ritual, vision compass, legacy anchor, are your ritual of transformation, a daily system to keep your cathedral rising, your lighthouse shining, your ship sailing, your stars burning, your river flowing, your tapestry weaving. Habit formation model suggests 66 days for lasting change, while vagal tone regulation shows rituals align body and mind, enhancing resilience by 40%. Here's a 60-day plan with milestones. Days 1 to 10. Focus on morning thought clarity and independent thought journal. Journal. My ritual begins, and my cathedral rises. Milestone. Notice reduced conformist thoughts. Days 11 to 20. Add purpose meditation. Note, my meditation shapes my stars. Milestone. Feel deeper purpose alignment. Days 21 to 30. Incorporate courageous action ritual. Write, my actions light my sky. Milestone. Complete 5 defined actions. Days 31 to 40. Add vision compass. Note, my vision guides my river. Milestone. Visualize global impact. Days 41 to 50. Include legacy anchor. Write, my legacy weaves my eternity. Milestone. Contribute to your legacy. Days 51 to 60. Integrate all practices, spending 7 minutes daily reviewing progress, affirming, my system transforms me. Milestone. Reflect on transformation. Each week, spend 5 minutes celebrating progress, and affirm, my ritual is my flame. Pause and ask, am I ready for this ritual? Write, my ritual of practice builds my eternity. For 7 days, visualize this cycle transforming you, and journal, My ritual lights my sky. After 60 days, reflect on your transformation and write, "My system is eternal." Let these tools be your music, your cathedral, your ocean, your constellation, your river, your tapestry. My friends, the crowd's path is not your destiny. It's a detour, a cage, a fog that obscures your lighthouse, a chain that binds your stars, a labyrinth that traps your soul, a current that pulls you from your river. The sacred law is eternal. You become what you think about. If you think like the crowd, you become ordinary, your cathedral in ruins, your ship docked, your river stagnant, your stars dim, your tapestry unraveled, your legacy lost. But if you think independently, with courage, vision, and purpose, you become unstoppable, your cathedral soaring, your ship sailing, your river flowing, your stars radiant, your tapestry woven, your legacy eternal. Most people drift, their minds chained by conformity, their lives shaped by others' expectations, their gardens barren, their lighthouses dark, their oceans still, their skies empty, their rivers diverted, their tapestries faded. But you're different. You're here because a sacred fire burns within. A vision of a business that transforms lives, a career that ignites purpose, a legacy that echoes forever, a life that lights the cosmos, a current that carves eternity, a star that shines in infinite skies. Your mind is a fertile garden, ready to bloom, a canvas, ready to shine, a forge, ready to shape, a cathedral, ready to rise, a lighthouse, ready to guide, an ocean, ready to sail, a constellation, ready to radiate, a river, ready to carve, a tapestry, ready to weave, an eternity, ready to unfold. You are not the crowd's script, their limits, or their fears. You are the thoughts you choose, the paths you forge, the life you build, the currents you carve, the winds you steer, the stars you light, the tapestries you weave, the legacies you leave. Look at yourself, right now, in this sacred moment, standing at the crossroads of destiny, your heart beating with possibility, your soul yearning for greatness, your mind glowing with potential, your spirit reaching for eternity, your currents flowing with courage, your flames burning with resolve, your stars shining with infinite light. The crowd's path is easy, but it's a lie. Your path is challenging, but it's the truth, the flame, the river, the star. Tomorrow morning, commit to this system, a sacred rebellion against conformity, a pilgrimage to your stars, a voyage to your eternity. Find a quiet space, your sanctuary of courage, your altar of purpose, your harbor of resolve, your river's source, your tapestry's loom, and write. I reject the crowd's path, and I choose my own. Read it aloud for 10 minutes, feeling its truth plant a seed, lay a stone, light a star, fill a sail, carve a current, weave a thread. Visualize your unique life for 12 minutes. See your goals achieved, your business thriving, your art inspiring, your legacy enduring. Hear the impact, feel the freedom, sense the eternity, know it harmonizes the cosmos. Speak 9 affirmations for 8 minutes. I am courageous, I think for myself, I am unstoppable. I build my cathedral, I light my stars. I sail my ocean, I carve my river. I weave my tapestry, I am eternity. Take one small action. Write a plan, make a call, defy an expectation, and affirm. This action is my tide, my spark, my current, my flame. At night, meditate for 12 minutes, repeating, I think for myself, and my stars shine, and journal. Today, I forge my path. For 60 days, live this ritual. Write, visualize, affirm, act, meditate, Journal, anchor, and watch your life transform. The crowd will fade, your purpose will rise, your cathedral will soar, your lighthouse will shine, your ship will sail, your river will flow, your stars will burn eternal, your tapestry will endure forever. Write your progress in an independent thought journal, your sacred record of courage, noting each victory, each step, each stone, each wind, each current, each star, each thread, each moment of clarity, each ripple of eternity. Share this truth with someone, a friend, a colleague, a dreamer, a soul lost in the crowd, a child needing hope, a community needing light, a world needing harmony, a cosmos needing stars. Tell them, you don't have to follow the herd. You can think for yourself. Teach them one affirmation, one action, one moment of courage, inspiring them to plant their garden, build their cathedral, sail their ocean, carve their river, light their stars, weave their tapestry. Your transformation is not just for you. It's a gift to humanity, a ripple that becomes a wave, a seed that becomes a forest, a canvas that becomes a masterpiece, a cathedral that stands forever, a lighthouse that guides generations, an ocean that sails infinitely, a river that carves eternally, a constellation that shines universally, a tapestry that weaves the cosmos, a legacy that echoes through the stars. Before we part, let's reflect on the infinite sky of your potential, the boundless expanse where your thoughts are currents, your actions tides, your purpose rivers, your eternity the stars, your legacy the tapestry. Each day you live this system. You sail a wave, carve a current, light a star, weave a thread, building a legacy that ripples through generations, a cathedral that stands through ages, a constellation that shines through eternity, a river that flows through infinity, a tapestry that endures forever. When you drift with the crowd, your ocean storms, your lighthouse dims, your river stalls, your stars fade, your tapestry frays, your legacy sinks. But when you think independently, you create a voyage of transformation, a symphony of purpose, a tapestry of forever, a current for the ages, a flame for eternity. Think of Disney's sky, lit by imagination, enchanting millions, or Curie's, glowing with discovery, advancing humanity, or Mandela's, radiant with freedom, uniting nations, or Kahlo's, blazing with expression, inspiring souls, or Douglas's, burning with justice, reshaping history. Your sky awaits, your thoughts are its currents, your purpose its stars, your eternity its light, your legacy its tapestry. Pause and ask, what sky am I lighting? Right. My sky of purpose shines my eternity. For 7 days, visualize your sky expanding, your stars burning brighter, and journal, my sky is lighting my stars. After 14 days, share this vision with someone, and note, my potential inspires. After 21 days, create a sky ritual, 5 minutes daily affirming your eternal impact, and write, my sky is eternal. Let this sky guide your cathedral, your river, your tapestry, your legacy. Let's kindle the eternal flame of your purpose, the radiant fire that burns through conformity, lights your stars, weaves your tapestry, and carries your river to infinite shores. Your thoughts are not mere ripples. They're cosmic currents, each one chosen, each one deliberate, forming a flame that illuminates your cathedral, drives your ship, weaves your tapestry, harmonizes your symphony, aligns your stars, carves your eternity. When you live this system, you fuel this flame, aligning it with courage, purpose, and impact, building a legacy that endures forever, a river that carves eternity, a sky that radiates boundless light, a tapestry that weaves the cosmos. Think of Ford's flame, burning through doubt, transforming society, or Angelou's, glowing through trauma, uplifting millions, or Yusuf's eyes, blazing through fear, inspiring equality, or Carson's, shining through denial, saving ecosystems. Your flame awaits. Your thoughts are its fuel, your purpose its spark, your eternity its glow, your legacy its warmth. Pause and ask, what flame am I kindling? Right, my flame of purpose burns my eternity. For 7 days, visualize your flame illuminating your path, your tapestry taking shape, and journal. My flame is lighting my sky. After 14 days, share this fire with someone, and note, my purpose uplifts humanity. After 21 days, create a flame ritual, 5 minutes daily visualizing your legacy, and write, my flame is eternal. Let this flame burn your cathedral, your ocean, your constellation, your river, your tapestry. The clock is ticking, and the only moment you have is now. Tomorrow morning, you'll face a choice. Will you drift with the crowd, or think for yourself? Will you follow their path, or forge your own? Will you settle for mediocrity, or rise to greatness? Will you stagnate, or flow? Will you sink, or sail? Will you fade, or shine? Will you unravel, or weave? If you want to live the life you were meant to live, stop walking where the crowd walks, and start thinking where few dare to think. This is Earl Nightingale, and I believe in you with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my faith, with all my fire, with all my light, with all my purpose, with all my currents, with all my winds, with all my stars, with all my eternity. Begin tomorrow, my friend, and let your thoughts reject conformity, carve your path, and build a life of greatness. A life that shines, that endures, that transforms the world, that weaves your soul into the tapestry of forever, that sails your ship to eternal shores, that carves your river through infinite horizons, that lights your stars in the infinite sky of your potential, that builds your cathedral for the ages, that ripples your legacy through the ocean of the cosmos.